Sanctuary. Today's lesson is on the power of words, and your tongue has power. So everything you say is a seed that grows and becomes something. So just think about that for a second. Everything you say is a seed that grows and becomes something. We're going to read another scripture. Galatians 6, verse 7, and I'm going to read from the Living Bible. Don't be misled. Remember, you can't ignore God and get away with it. A man, in this case, mankind, a man or a woman, will always reap just the kind of crop he sows. I'm going to read it from the New Living Translation as well, so you get a different perspective. Galatians 6, verse 7. Don't be misled. You cannot mock the justice of God. You will always harvest what you plant. So the reason I wanted to read that is because you cannot mock the justice or the law of God. And if I was driving and I was speeding, let's say I was going on the highway and I was going, so in South Africa, our speed limit is 120 kilometers an hour on the highway, on the freeway. And I was going 140 or 150, and I was pulled over by a cop, and the cop says, you were breaking the law. And I said to him, well, how fast was I going? And he said, you were going 150. And I said, well, I didn't know that the speed limit was 120. Whether I knew it or not, I was still breaking the law. And so that is the case with the tongue, is that most people don't know the law of the tongue, and that whatever you say is a seed and will produce a harvest. But that, whether you know it or not, it doesn't matter, because you will reap the harvest of the things that you sow. Like in this example, whether you knew that the speed limit was 120 or not, if you break the law, there are consequences. So it doesn't matter if you know what the law is. If you break it, you will reap the harvest. So this is what it is like with your tongue. Most people don't know the law of the tongue. So whatever you say is a seed, and that seed will produce a harvest. So here's what I want to leave you with. Say only what you want. And we're going to pick up on that in the next lesson. But say only what you want. So then this goes into, well, what is it that you want? Do you want to be someone who's lazy? Do you want to be someone who works hard? Do you want to be someone who's disciplined? Or do you want to be someone who's not disciplined in anything and does whatever you want, whenever you want? And we're going to get into that in the next lesson. Thank you for joining me on Sanctuary.